Hello and welcome to Tête à-tête with Tiwa. I'm Tineke.
I'm Wally.
Happy Valentine's Day. Today is Valentine's Day, so we thought that we would answer a question that's relevant to Valentine's Day, and it's a question about love. So, Wally, is love a feeling or a choice?
Yeah, I think it's both. Ultimately, love expresses itself in different ways.
Okay.
Yeah. So, sacrifice,
Okay.
service,
Mm-hmm.
protection,
Yeah.
giving.
Okay, so you're kind of answering the question of what is love. Is love? I agree with you that it's both feelings and a choice. And I think a lot of people, when they think love, there's this whole thing of, are you in love or do you love? When you're in love, it's all the butterflies in the stomach, all the excitement and whatnot. I see him and my heart leapt, all of that. Like my heart leaps every time I see him.
It's alright. It's alright. No, you'll be alright.
So there's that feeling that obviously does come, but I think real love, and I guess maybe it's biblical love is what I'm talking about, is much deeper than that. So it's actually, the Bible, I can't even quote it, but the Bible says love is patient, love is kind, love is... So all of that, I think...
Those are expressions.
Yes, but what I mean is that also it's kind of describing what it would be. If you love somebody, you would be patient, you would be kind to them, you'll be forgiving, you will bear, all that sort of thing. So I think all of that that's where the choice of love comes in. Now, love is also a fruit of the Spirit from a Christian perspective.
Absolutely.
So, but that's another conversation. But I think that you choose, it's like every day you have to choose to love, because all those exciting feelings are going to go after a while. So I wake up every day and I think, I choose to love Akinwale today.
Well, that's a bit of a pity. Yeah. Well, okay.
No, don't worry. I still have the butterflies.
Yeah.
No, but what I mean, no. So not you necessarily, but what I mean is I think that there's, it's like almost like a higher love is to choose to love, almost, I feel.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know. No, because the love that you have where you just is feelings and you just feel, so that's like you can feel it today, you might not feel it tomorrow. But when you're choosing to do it, you're making it almost consistent, because it's a choice that you're making, that actually, come hell or high water, I am going to love this person. Come hell or high water, you could do with anything. Come hell or high water, I'm going to forgive this person. Come hell or high water, I'm going to, be there for this person.
Yeah, I get
so you're making a choice. And I think that makes it it's almost like, there's nothing more powerful, I don't think, than when somebody says, I choose you. It's a choice. So basically, I don't have to.
Yeah, of course not.
But I'm choosing to. So that's why I think it's a higher love.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like it's a higher. So I was going to say not everybody can do it, but I'm sure that they can. I just think that not everybody would choose to do that, because it takes a lot more work.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Because it's like,
it's not just the
it's not just the feelings, because when the feelings go, then I don't love you anymore.
Or if you cause things to make the feelings go, then there wouldn't be love otherwise.
Yes.
And then the choice.
But I think that also, even in the choosing to love, so obviously in the choosing to love every day and in the choosing to love, there's something about somebody choosing to love you that I think brings those feelings. I don't know if the idea that he could have chosen anybody and he chooses me.
Right.
It brings those feelings. So they kind of work off each other, I think. But I do think so. That's my
okay. I think you've but I think you hit the nail on the head when you talk about the choice being perhaps the higher calling.
Because I just think there's something so powerful about I choose you. That's you know what I mean. I just think there's something so powerful about that, because one of the things that we do have is the power of choice. We can choose anything.
Which is what this thing that I talk about. when people being easily offended.
Yes.
When
It's like you make
choose
so you
not
choose not to
be offended.
choose to forgive you, and it's a doing word. I choose. It's a daily thing. It's not like, oh, I have chosen and therefore that's it.
Right.
It's a daily thing. You're choosing every day to love this person. You're choosing every minute, sometimes every second, depending on what's going on at that point.
Not referring to myself.
I'm not referring to you at all as if I would. I don't even the one that I have. It's only because a higher calling that I choose to do it. I love you. It's just like that.
Good. Wow. Okay.
But the other thing that I about love that I wanted to talk about was actually how people receive love. And I don't know if you remember my only in-law, had said years ago, long before this book about 5 languages of love came out, he had said to me that if his wife gives him flowers,
Right.
she gives him flowers thinking that this is such a nice thing, I'm doing something loving to him. But for him, he really needs her to cook a nice meal. And that's how he would know that he's loved. So it's the 5 languages of love and how people receive love. So in this choosing to love you every day, there's also, I think it helps if in choosing to love a person every day, you are also finding out what love means to them.
Oh yeah.
If because I can be choosing to love you every day, but you might not even be aware of the fact that I love you, because the way that I'm loving you
communicated the way you understand.
Yeah, you don't get it at all. So that whole thing of do you know what the 5 languages of love are? I hope I remember them. Physical touch.
Affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
Gifts. What's it called?
Gifts.
Gifts.
And 2 others. I can't remember.
Acts of service.
Acts of service. I think so. You didn't know them.
Well, hey.
So obviously, if I'm giving you gifts all the time, and the way you receive love is acts of service, then so it's that thing of how important is it to you that I say I love you every day, or is it more important to you that I show you that I love you every day? And how do I show you? It might be taking the bins out. It might be by acts of service, if that's my language of love, or it might. So if it's words of affirmation, then maybe that's, oh, I love you. So I was then thinking, would I rather hear it or feel it? You know what I mean? And this thing culturally as well, when you think of like Africa in particular, where a lot of parents don't say to their kids that they love them, or didn't in the past generation say to their kids that they love them, but showed clearly in what they did, or or they felt that by educating their kids or whatever they
made sacrifices for them.
But of course, the kids didn't necessarily see that as love. Yeah. So it's about finding this love conversation can go on forever.
Yeah, but there's love. Love is deep. Love is diverse. I think love is an infinite expression.
Ooh, I like that. I think I agree with you. It's an infinite expression.
Yeah.
So, Valentine's Day today, a day that we traditionally express our love to one another, and this is not just marital love, this is any love. So do let the people that you love know that you love them, and have a brilliant Valentine's Day.
And just saying, I think perhaps I should add this to it. The expression or the actions when it comes to Valentine's Day are interchangeable. It can go from man to woman. Woman to man.
Okay, we did have this conversation where it seems like the onus
is on the guy.
Is on the guy.
Yeah.
And I don't really get that, because it seems like the girls expect to receive and the men don't necessarily. But then, I was saying this to you, that do you think that it's because women are better at treating every day like it's Valentine's Day? Maybe we show our love constantly, continuously, so there's no need for that one day. I don't know, I'm just saying. Whereas, with you guys, maybe you need a day to be reminded, to remind us that you actually love us. Whereas we probably in our daily actions are more likely to express love.
That might be true. Then again, it might not be.
And I really don't know if it is. I'm just thinking.
It could also be that women just perhaps need that extra day apart from every other day.
So we feel like it should be 2 ways. So women express your love to men, men express your love to. But the women will express their love. They might not give a gift or something, but they will express their love. Anyway, it's 2 ways, not just for the men to do Valentine's Day, but that's what we're talking about within a man, like a because I do Valentine's with my female friends as well.
Yeah,
And so,
you know,
but I wouldn't necessarily. But anyway, yeah.
but I don't, look, dudes, I'm not giving anybody a, yeah, forget that. It's not going to happen.
So the bottom line is, let those you love know that you love them and have a brilliant day.